Welcome in, everyone. Welcome to the Spiritual Warfare Tarot Messages. Here I do in-depth readings for anyone who's advancing on their spiritual journey, as well as with their psychic abilities. These readings are for anyone who is dealing with narcissists and or demonic attack, whether that's here in this realm or in the astral planes. These messages are intended to guide you along your journey as you ascend. So, let's see what Spirit has for you guys today. We have lost compass, getting back to integrity. They want one from here, one from here, and one from here. We'll start with this one. This is the Starseed Oracle. That flew right out. The 7 Star Sisters, Birthing Creations, Tapestry of Life. Okay. And then this is the Work Your Light Oracle. Align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? And Queen of the Moon Oracle. Abundance, Hunter Moon. All right. The 7 Star Sisters, Birthing Creations, Tapestry of Life, Expression. There are new creations that want to be born, beauty that's yearning to be woven, new consciousness that's longing to be breathed into life. If you draw this card, you're being called to surrender to these creations, to usher in a new era of consciousness, and do your bit in weaving the web of life. This is the card of the artist and the midwife. You're being called to ponder questions. What wants to be birthed through you? What new creations are whispering in your ear? What beauty are you being called to make? Creativity and intuition come from the same sacred place. They occur when we find ourselves flowing with the rest of life. Earth is renowned as a planet of manifestation and creativity, and yet so many of us have forgotten how to create. Somewhere along the way, we stopped being ourselves as artists, as creatives, as poets. Yet to be human is to be creative. Creativity is a part of your true nature. Perhaps you're being called to surrender to the creative project, such as a new business or a book. Or perhaps you're being called to weave beauty in your home or in the way you cook. Regardless of the end result, you are being called to express yourself through your creativity, to surrender to the creative projects that both scare and excite you. To find a way to weave beauty back into everyday life, for where there's creativity, spirit and soul are present, and the world needs those qualities more now than ever before. What new creations are you being called to birth? All right. Lost compass, getting back to integrity. Finding the way home, trusting intuition. When the lost compass appears, it is a sign that you need to find your way back home, back to your source and center, relying on your intuition to arrive there. Be wary of the signs telling you to turn here or there, or to avoid this or that person or situation, because the outward indicators are not reliable right now. Be careful not to believe all the advice you are receiving. Rely instead on your innate sense of direction and guidance, and use your honing instinct to lead you true. The lost compass has come to show you that you need to find new counselors. You are not getting the mentoring you need for your success. Who is that person you are looking up to as a model for what it means to be a woman or man? Trash that idol. Tear up the picture you carry in your mind. You are meant to be you, not the best copy of your dearest friend. Make this your mantra. Love me or leave me. The lost compass is a blessing in disguise because sometimes you have to lose your bearings and find yourself afresh to discover a new course. True north never changes, so reset your way to your heart compass and trust your deepest feelings even when others do not support them. Remember, you are not lost. You simply do not know where you are going right now. Lost is a state of mind. Not knowing where you are going is an opportunity to find a way to a new path. Align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? What if your life is no longer in alignment with who you truly are? We are cyclic beings. It is a constant state of change, of evolution, of growth. Change is one of the only certainties of life. When you resist your cyclic nature, you resist life and feel stuck. Many of us have learned to be who the world wants us to be, but there comes a time when it is harder to hold onto the facade than it is to embrace who we truly are, to surrender to how we have changed and align life to that way of being. If you pulled this card, you are being called to let go of who you once were or the things that you once defined yourself by, the job, the relationship, and the mask you wore, and embrace who you truly are, to courageously step into the person that you came here to be in full authenticity, to embrace your weirdness and your uniqueness. Perhaps you have outgrown some relationships or circumstances, and it is time to reassess and bring all the parts of your life into alignment so that they are congruent with who you truly are today. What in your life is not aligned or needs to change? Abundance. Take advantage of this time of abundance. It is all around you. Possibility and opportunity are everywhere. You are open and responsive to the abundance around you. There is enough for everyone. I am abundant and I am surrounded by opportunity. The hunter moon is a traditional moon of plenty. It was when game was at its most plentiful, so people would not go hungry. The moon was large and bright in the sky, and in some cases deep orange, and there was a great deal of light to go hunting well into the evening. Our ancient ancestors couldn't just go off to the supermarket to buy what they needed to eat. Meat didn't come on trays wrapped in plastic. Eggs were gathered. Warm clothing was made from skins of the same animals that were hunted for meat. Nothing was wasted. This abundance was part of a cycle just like any other. It wasn't present all the time, so this time of year was to be taken advantage of while the going was good. The barrenness of winter would soon return. Hunters had to be prepared. They had to have their weapons ready and their tracking skills honed. As modern people, we are less used to these natural cycles of plenty and barrenness because most of us have stepped away from growing food and the natural environment. However, these cycles are still there, even if we are not a part of them consciously. This moon normally arises in October in the northern hemisphere, and so was before the winter snows. So there's like some recalibrating going on. You have opportunities around you. You're feeling creative, but you don't know which way to go. You've got some stuff that aren't quite lining up in your life to go and do something particular that you want. This is really interesting. Okay. I'm going to pull some rope and we'll get some more details on this little creative endeavor it looks like you're embarking on here. So something wants to come through you. This is Ace of Wands falling out, I think. I just have little hands. Yes, Ace of Wands falling out. Again, creativity is a big theme here, and that, like, this abundance card is saying, like, you have what you need, or you have financing to then get the thing that you would need to do it. It's an investment you might have to make, and you got to trust your intuition. You got to trust your compass on what it is you want to do and how you want to do it. Ten of Swords. Okay. Strength. Okay. Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Judgment. Seven of Swords reversed. Ace of Swords. Ooh. Three of Swords. Okay. So you might have got shafted. Got Two of Pence at the bottom of the deck. You might have got shafted here. So we got 10 of Swords, Strength, 10 of Pent, Judgment, 7 of Sword reverse, Ace of Sword, 3 of Sword, Knight of Wands reverse. Somebody screwed you over. Could be somebody in a family. It could have been somebody that you were building with. It could have been something that just you didn't think was going to stab you in the back and did. But you still want to go for what you were going for. Well, things were okay. Like, you have the vision in your mind. You know what you want. And regardless of if this person was there or not, or these people, this family, this 10 of Pent was here or not, you still want to go do what you wanted to do, rather they're in the picture or not. But because of this heartbreak, because of this betrayal, all these swords, and because we got the 7 of Swords here in reverse under this, so like this is deception, lies, deceit, betrayal, and then ending here with the Knight of Wands reverse. It's really kind of it rained on your parade. It really rained on your parade, kind of slowed you down, forced you into healing. Just put out your fire. It's not that it's gone, like clearly it's still in there, but you've got shards of you kind of everywhere that need to be collected and realigned and reconfigured. And who are you without these people? Who are you without, these friends, this family, this relationship, this group, this job? And go for it. All right, we're gonna pull from my mini deck and we're gonna clarify on all these main tarot cards here, and we will get into some deeper detail. Can I see this 10 of Swords? King of Wands. Wheel of Fortune reverse. Knight of Wands. Lots of Sun, Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Well, with the King and the Knight of Wands, I mean, this can be you really like passionate, driven, up for the challenge, up for the work. You have the Sun here, you got the Queen of Pentacles, like you saw the vision, you held the thing, but then this Wheel of Fortune is in reverse over this 10 of Swords. So something did not play in your favor. Something did not go the way you hoped, and you're like, this was the plan, and I did all the right things. I took all the right steps, but it just didn't pan out. The Wheel of Fortune did not turn. Okay. Let's look at strength. Yeah, and then also there's this decrease in energy from the King to the Knight. So like I said, that fire coming down, like this really took the wind out of your sails. And then we got the King of Pentacles reverse on strength. The Chariot. So you're gonna move forward anyway. The Moon. You might not tell anybody about this. 9 of Sword, 2 of Cup. Ooh, okay. 9 of Sword reverse, 2 of Cup reverse, Tower. Well, I mean, you showing as a Queen of Pentacles, this person coming up as a King of Pentacles reverse. There was a counterpart here. Could have been a marriage, could have been a business partner, could have been a friend. With the 9 of Swords here reverse, like, this person could have been like mentally challenging you, playing mind games, trying to get you to not like believe in yourself, or like underhanded comments, backhanded comments, passive aggressive behavior. I'm gonna pull a mini on a mini. What's the Tower here? Who's in shock? King of Cup reverse. Okay. So this person, Hanged Man reverse. When the going got tough, right? So things did not pan out. Lovers reverse. You and this person were working together to do this thing, grow this thing, and which is looking like this 10 of Pentacles. Like this was the goal, the business, the career, the family, the happy life, the kids, the this, the that. When the going got tough, this person ended up not being emotionally available, dipped out. Just King of Cup reverse, Hangman reverse, Lover reverse. Like, I'm not going to be emotionally supportive of you. And I'm not going to be there for you when it matters most, when this Nine of Swords hits. So you are Two of Cup reverse to this King of Pent reverse. You're just not... You're not going to sit here and take it. You're going to chariot moon. You're going to move forward in the night. You're going to just go for it on your own terms, okay? Because you still want it, regardless if this person is going to show up for you or not. Okay. Ten of Pentacles, please. Yeah, going got tough and he ducked out. He wasn't there for you emotionally. Just that's the main thing. He was not emotionally there. Yep, so I got this Three of Wands coming out. So moving forward anyway. Moving forward anyway with this Ten of Pent. Seven of Pent. You're going to keep growing it. Ace of Sword reverse. Why is it reverse? What's not in alignment here? Fool. Reverse. Who's being a fool? Queen of Wands. In reverse, Four of Cups to Eight of Cups. Clarify my mini with my mini. What's this Eight of Cups? What are you walking away from? Page of Pent, Fool, King of Coin. Okay. King of Coin reverse. So this is a double clarification of I am walking away from this King of Pentacle reverse. And then we got the Fool, Page of Coins. You'd rather work on your own endeavors. You'd rather have your own new beginning. Queen of Wands, you're lit up. Hangman, you're allowing the chips to fall where they may. You're surrendering to the process. You're just letting things go, which is good. Four of Cups reverse. Like the situation has stagnated and you're like, I want to move forward and you're holding me back. So you're taking the initiative to go. Okay. Got it. What's the deal with Judgment here? Knight of Swords. You're moving. You're moving quick. Ace of Pent. Okay. Three of Pent, Four of Pent. So yeah, so we got a progression from an Ace of Pent, Three of Pent, Four of Pent. So you're moving on it. You're working on it. You're growing it. You're putting in the energy required to build the foundation you need to. Anything else on that? Five of Swords. There are some mental obstacles to overcome, some fights, some verbal altercations. You might be arguing with family. You might be arguing with siblings. It might be this King of Pentacles in reverse that's come up twice. Let me see this deceit. What's going on here with this Seven of Swords? Okay. Yep, so you're gonna have to heal in private. This person, it hurt you. You broke your trust. They lied. They deceived you. They weren't emotionally supportive. When the going got tough, they dipped. Like, they just weren't there for you like they said they would be. Six of Cups reverse. Yeah, this person did not come through on that soul bond contract, on that soulmate role that they were supposed to be filling. World reverse. So it's an incomplete cycle because this person didn't do the work. This person didn't evolve as a human and mature how they were supposed to. They stayed in immature reversal energy. Was tempted by the devil here coming on the board and was sneaky, lying, deceitful, stabbed you in the back, did not remain true to the soul bond contract that you guys had at a higher level, and now you're just like, I gotta keep going. That's what's going on here with Judgment. Like, I have to keep going. Like, Three of Swords. Yeah, this is a rough betrayal. Three of Swords. Like, you are heartbroken over this, but you're still moving, and that's why that strength's here on the board. You're still fortified. You're still going. You're like, you know what? Fuck me. No, fuck you. Watch this. Ace of Swords, High Priestess. You have the vision, you have the insight, you have the know-how, you know what you need to do to move forward, regardless of being stabbed 6 times in the heart. Nine of Swords, there's some anxiety around it though. A little bit of stress, a little bit of worry. Sleepless nights. Overthinking, over-analyzing. Yeah, strength. Three of Wands. Like, do I have what it takes to do this? Do I have enough strength, enough fortification, enough knowledge, enough know-how to keep moving forward? A little bit of hesitation, a little bit of procrastination, not necessarily in a bad sense, but you're like really thinking things through before you do this, the moon, and it's all under wraps. Oh, there's one under this. Yeah, moon, 10 of Wands. Yeah, this is all under wraps, and also just like the heavy burden of it all. You picking up the slack, you picking up the work, you taking it all in your hands, you grabbing all your wands and still going for it while you're bleeding from the inside out. So, let's see this Three of Swords. 10 of Swords reverse. That's a good thing, though. You're going to start pulling them out of your back. That's the energy we started with, was the 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords, King of Cups, 4 of Cups. Just nasty energy towards you, just being parasitic and narcissistic and rude, and something may have not gone your way and somebody might have screwed you over and it was a total hit to like what you were building, and whatever the scenario is, you got hit and he wasn't there. The person that you were doing this with wasn't there. Even if it was still just a friend, even if there's no romance involved here. This King of Cup was a 4 of Cup. Like, he did not show up the way you needed him to. When you're like, I'm literally bleeding from the inside out and I'm crying, can I cry on your shoulder? He was like, I'd rather play video games. I'd rather watch Netflix. Yeah, 5 of Cups, left you out in the cold. And then, oh, this is really sad. So you got the Star reverse and the Knight of Cups reverse. These are 2 of the happiest wish fulfillment cards there is, and both of them back-to-back reverse. So is a major disappointment. Major disappointment. He did not show up like you thought he would, and that killed ya. Okay. Knight of Wands, 2 of Wands reverse. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to move forward. How do I even have the fire in me to create? How do I even have Lovers reverse? How do I even have it in me to want to do anything after like such heartbreak? Like, how do you expect me to go from this pain to being like, yeah, I want to totally paint right now. Yeah, I totally want to work on my creative project. I totally want to make music right now. The only thing I can recommend you is, Tower, learning how to take that pain and channel it into something. That's what works for me personally. I take that pain and I channel it into My artwork. If you guys don't know, I do have an art channel. The link is in the description box below. But that is what I do. I channel it into painting. Whatever it is for you is the best outlet. Otherwise, sometimes I channel it into training. I love to work out. I love to lift weights. That might be something that you like to do too when you're angry, when you're frustrated. Find a physical outlet. Like if you can't do something creative, do something physically to get the energy out of your body, because holding on to that betrayal, that anger, that heavy crap, you gotta get it out, because if it sits in there, it rots and it festers and it gets worse and it eats you alive. You just feel awful, you know? So walks out in nature have helped me a lot. Just grounding, sitting in the grass outside, listening to the birds, no phone, no music, no internet, no nothing. Like I said, training or some kind of creative endeavor. If you like to sing, if you like to dance, if you like to listen to music and channel, if you like to do anything like that, try and find a way to take that pain and let it flow out of your body into something else. That in of itself is a form of alchemy. So if you can do that, you'll get your spirits back up so you can go and do this thing. It's 6 of Wands, Queen of Wands, and then the Empress popping out right here. So, yeah, like I was just saying, like ultimately, you've been coming through as this Queen of Wands over here a few times now. You have the fire, you have the vision, you have the know-how, you have the resources. You just have this heavy-ass energy on you that you're like, I can't shake this. Okay. Ultimately, you're a Queen of Wands that's about to transform into a Fire Empress. Is what this looks like. But you gotta get over this guy and not to get under another one. That's what I'm hearing. Focus on you. Okay. This one. This guy. Spirit fingers activate. The eternal child. The eternal child, the inner child, the child of joy. The eternal child is connected to the timeless, ageless, and infinite aspects of life. It is radiant and fearless and seeks joy above all else and not at any cost. It struggles being bound to an aging body with physical limitations in a world that demands attention to detail and logistics. The eternal child wants to nix all rules and responsibilities and go beyond what others say is possible. It wants to return, with plenty of friends, to the land of the free, where divine wine and creativity pour from the earth and sky. We all want to sip from the well of eternal youth, and this makes the eternal child naturally popular, perhaps even famous. The eternal child glimmers. It reminds us of what is possible, what is magical about this precious life. So yeah, getting back into your childlike energy, really just freeing yourself from the thoughts, expectations, and limitations of this world, or like what you would perceive as a limitation, or I can't do that because then this person will think this of me, or my family won't approve, or this person will say blah blah blah, or what if they, and what if this, and what if you were a little kid and you wanted to do what you're thinking about doing right now, would you care, or would you just go for it? Create healthy boundaries with those around you. Okay, so yeah, like I said, are you letting what other people think of you affect your progress, affect your growth, your development, and your spiritual ascension? Are you allowing other people around you to prevent you from becoming the best version of yourself? Learn to keep your heart open and soft through all of the trials of life. Yeah, so after this tons of swords to the heart energy, it's really hard to do that. Just start with you. Open up your heart to you and be like, okay, I'm willing to hear me out. I'm willing to feel me out. I'm willing to be here for me and feel my own pain and deal with that crap. And then after enough time, because healing takes time, you can start softening up around other people. That doesn't mean letting them in, but I mean softening your energy where you'll be more sympathetic, empathetic, and receptive to maybe their struggles as well. It doesn't mean you have to take them on, but more of a willingness to like listen and feel what the other person is going through and spread compassion. So, get one more. Develop awe and reverence for life. Yeah, if you're like, I put in all this work, a wheel of fortune did not turn, my partner, whatever that looks like for you, betrayed me, totally stabbed me in the back, lied to me, deceived me, broke my heart, and now you want me to develop awe and reverence for life again. I don't think so. I know. But you gotta also understand that feeling that way is absolutely allowed. Your all of your emotions are allowed. But be aware that every thought, every emotion makes a cymatic impression. A cymatic being when you take frequency, any kind of frequency you're making, which is your thought and your emotion, it creates a wavelength. When you take that vibration, you put it on like a pool of sand, or you put it in a pool of light, which is your field, your auric field, it creates a cymatic impression, and that is universal language. Whatever your cymatics are saying in your field, you are rippling that out into the ocean of energy that is this planet, that is this universe, and you're saying, this is what I want, because you are God. You are an individual spark of the Godhead source. So whatever you're saying, whatever you're creating is what you're saying. This is what I want more of. This is what I am putting out there. And then it starts pinging that back at you. So it's okay to feel the way you feel, but be certain that you don't dwell. Accept your feelings and then shift them. Shift them quickly. Move quickly through this energy, because the more you dwell on it and the more you hold it, you're saying, universe, I want to stay in this energy. And then universe goes, okay, I'm going to give you more situations and scenarios that are going to produce that energy. So allow yourself to feel it, but then also allow yourself to let it go, so you can get into this eternal child energy and go and create the things that you are supposed to create, the things that are calling to you, that want to be birthed into this world, because you are clearly a light. You are clearly here to bring in beauty and divine love. So don't let this asshat hold you back. And with all that being said, that is what I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!